Parents of Reddit, what did you find in your kid's room that you put back and never discussed with them? I was living at home at 19. My mom was in my room looking for something. What she found was my fleshlight and a bottle of lube. She did bring it up. I came home from work and she said, "Do you want to know what I found in your bedside table today?" In a moment of genius, very rare for me, I said, "A reason to respect my privacy?" That was the end of it. She also finally started to knock before walking into my room, so that was a nice bonus. That was genius. How satisfying having it come to you at the moment. True. If only I wasn't completely retarded the other 99% of the time. Like the time I emptied an ashtray off the back veranda after a smoke in summer, onto dry hay, and almost burned the house down. The 2020 of you, the almost burning down of the house. Reverse order, I was in my mom's room looking for something. She had quite a bit of clutter piled on top of her dresser, so I start examining the contents to see if it's there. After a few seconds I realize there's a beaded butt plug just sitting right out in the open. I immediately left her room and decided to just ask her if she'd seen what I was looking for. I'm imagining a bedazzled butt plug on top of a pedestal with a spotlight shining on it and angelic singing. The pedestal is slowly spinning. That happened to me, sort of. My mom was away, and I went into her room to grab some DVDs to watch. She had all of them on her shelf. One of the discs is missing from the case, so I go to the DVD player to see if it's in there. While I'm trying to get the damn thing to work, I suddenly notice a dildo on top of it, right in the open. I stopped what I was doing, and just grabbed the DVDs I already had and left quickly. I went into my parents' room once trying to find where my mom hid my sketchbook and found too many things to ever want to search in there again. Dirty magazines under the cushion of my dad's chair, an unexplained box of rubber gloves plus lotion, a small gun, and the item that made me give up and leave the room never to riffle again, pictures of my dad naked and posing, from their, then, recent vacation. We had to move our kid out of a bad living situation. She wasn't in any condition to help. So wife and I go in and just start grabbing her stuff. We come across her adult baby fetish gear. Like 2 duffel bags of it, giant onesies, binkies, diapers etc. Wife looked at me, I looked at her, we shut each bag and have never spoken of it again. My father-in-law helped us move once. The only trunk he decided to have a look-see in was our sex trunk, FFS. A whole trunk? I must be living too vanilla. My dad is a dog trainer. He doesn't anymore, but from the 1980s to the 2010s he trained canines and drug dogs for different police departments. He used to do raids on my room. Every so often I would come home from school and my stash of weed or pipes would be on my bed with a note that says, "Find a better spot, I need more of a challenge." Bold move, even having weed or pipes around with occasional police dog raids in your home. You've got spunk, kid. How do you like to train drug dogs like your old man? I was a great student, played a varsity sport and a musical instrument. My parents couldn't really say much about me smoking pot. My dad wasn't a cop, just is really good at training dogs, so he got paid to do it. I've been training dogs since I was a little kid. I even managed their kennel for a few years in my late 20s. I love dogs, but it's not my passion. I gotcha, meant my comment, more tongue-in-cheek smile that honestly sounds like a cool business for your dad. New parent. Haven't had the opportunity to bust my 16-month-old with anything particularly scandalous yet. My dad used to find the weed that I'd hide in the old Nintendo cartridge drive and dip into it, albeit in modest portions. This was throughout high school. We both knew but had an unspoken agreement not to acknowledge the obvious. Fast forward to college, and I'm back visiting my parents nearly every other week, and I'm hiding weed in his work boots and staying mum as grams disappear. Least I could do given that he was paying my tuition. One fateful weekend visit right before Christmas and I come back with a bag of shroom-infused chocolates that I have picked up as party favors. I've not since seen a production this well done. Each chocolate was expertly molded. The clear giveaway was the plastic baggie. I stash it away in the most random nook of the garage that I can find. No way anyone will ever check there. It's Christmas Eve and I'm getting ready to head out to a friend's party, and I'm making a beeline for my stash spot. My dad walks in right before I reach the destination and says, "Ate your cookies." Cookies? Your chocolates. Ate you chocolates. Dad, those are not safe. I'm imaging the worst case bad trip school scare movie playing out in my mind. What's not safe? Dad, those are magic mushrooms. I pull out the half-eaten bag. You ate 1/4 ounce? He becomes quickly enraged. I've been eating goddamn mushrooms before you were a twinkle in my eye and I'll be just fine. I invite him to come to the party with me. He insists on staying home and watching South Park. I reluctantly write down my cell phone number and place it in his shirt pocket and tell him to call me if he needs me. Many hours later, I come home, and sure as shit he's still watching South Park, and enjoying what I'm sure was one of many beers. What a fucking trooper. I love you, Dad. I still hope to grow up to be half the man you are. Not a parent, but once I had a big sleepover with like 10 friends and one friend was really good at drawing terrifyingly realistic penises, like she really had the art of penis drawing down. So while everyone slept, she covered my room in penis drawings and hid them in places. So in the afternoon the next day my mom was helping put away the sleeping bags, and out of one sleeping bag came out all the penis drawings that I had found in my room and stashed in the sleeping bag. I was planning on ambushing the friend with them at school. My mom said nothing, made sure the bag was empty and then just rolled it up, not saying anything, not even looking at them. I didn't say anything either. The memory haunts me. A literal bag of dicks. This is more funny than embarrassing in my opinion. Yay, it's a good trick, but a normal parent would just fucking laugh, make a joke and lift you up like nothing ever happened, haha. Especially if they were impressive drawings too. I appreciate good art. My mom would beat the shit out of me if she find that normal parent would just fucking laugh. Lamau, what kind of parents do you guys have? Non-abusive ones. A pair of SpongeBob boxer shorts with the ass cheeks cut out, to make them into a thong. They were just trying to make bikini bottoms. If she goes to the beach with them, she'll have sandy cheeks. I am a 24-year-old who grew up watching the damn show. And I just now got her name. Thank you. Wait till you realize how Mr. Krabs got his name. Isn't it just Eugene Krabs? And they would put that in a kid's show. Sick. I don't get it. Krabs, in bikini bottom.